Hey guys, JH. Got the farmer's hat on today because man, it's just it's a little bit warmer than the surface of the sun here today. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal. And when you've been out in the sun as much as I have over the years and you get into my stage of life, you've just got to protect, you know, the ears and the back of the neck from the skin cancers that happen here in Australia. I get them, you know, zapped and burnt off every 6 months anyway, but I've been getting a few on my ears, so I've got to brim it. It's the old cricket hat, guys. It's what we wear when we play cricket out here in the sun. Okay, Davinci, Leonardo. Guys, when we've got the upper arm behind the shirt seam here and we fire it back out in the downswing, we only want to fire this mass out there. We want to have a counterbalance effect of this mass here. So the trail leg, we don't want that to drive, and we don't want that buttock section to be active in the downswing. We don't want it to do that because that can get you outside. We want this actually to be passive, believe it or not. We want it to be passive. When we get here, we're going to fire this out there, but this is actually going to be very passive. And what's going to be active is the lead leg. The lead leg, this is going to be passive. This is going to be active here. This is going to resist. This is going to flow and fire. This here is going to support that mass going out there. This is not going to do anything other than provide a support mechanism as well. This here, going out there, this here is taking the transverse diagonal force of that. Here. It's this look. That's what I feel like. There. It's hard to cultivate that feeling, but that's what I feel like. And a few people have said that they're coming over the ball. It's only because you're letting everything, all the mass, the lower mass and the upper mass go out. And there's a thing here I call the vertical containment line. And guys, I'm still dying from this this awful bug I've got, the flu. So when we set up here, imagine a vertical containment line here, which won't let this mass or any of this mass go out there. When we get here, we're just going to fire it out there, but we're not going to tip. And we don't want a tipping point. We don't want to tip out over the ball because that'll just give you a pull. That'll be a drag action, particularly as we're trying to get on the outside of the golf ball. Here, that's what we want to feel like. This is going out, this is staying back, and this here is supporting, like that. That's what I feel like. And then just let that auguring effect take place. Now I had a session yesterday afternoon where for about 15 minutes I hit it like a duck, and I had a couple of buddies here and I just couldn't time it. I thought, well, what's going on? Just hitting, you know, low bullets, no hit, you know, just third groove and just no hit on them. Well, they were going, but there's just no flight, and it was clear because I'd lost this. Now once this creeps out here, guys, you get this travel, and I don't want the travel. The one thing I don't want as I'm coming in here is I don't want that handle to travel. I don't want it to travel. I want it to be the trebuchet type action where we're coming here, the handle comes in here, it stops, club head keeps going as a feeling. Comes in here, handle stops, club head keeps going. That's the feeling. As soon as I get the club travelling, I can't release it. And I was getting these sort of, you know, first and second groove shots and just no flight, and couldn't release the golf club. Here. Really surprising. then I just got off the ball and thought, what's going on here? And then I could actually see that this was happening. So just as soon as I went back to the very next shot, just absolutely killed it. Killed it. So very important. To the extent that on the backswing now, to pre-program this here, this centering of the end of the grip here, and that going on here, I'm actually trying to keep that down the backswing. I don't even want any travel on the backswing. I basically just want to keep it there, here. And do that. Now that's going to be hard for you guys, for people that have always shoved the club sideways. That's going to be tough. But what I find is if that aspect is in the Davinci, where we've got all this connection here, we've got this connection here, and you've got travel, you lose the connection. As soon as that handle goes this way, travels by itself, pulls the connection away. Now this swing is different. The mechanics are different, the dynamics are different, and the connection factor is certainly different. And the release factor of the golf club, or the energizing of the golf club, is different because we're doing it with the push pivot. So that's really, really important. And guys, to get the feeling, just hit a couple of shots. Just get a club and just hit a couple of shots where you do that. You basically keep all this here, just take it to here, and then just fire the club like that. You only want to hit it 100 yards. Just like that. See, coming in here, but we're not letting the club travel. We just want to go like that. You can't believe how much zip is on that ball. I mean, that's just an absolute amazing energy shot for basically nothing going on. So we're here, just take it back, and we just want to do this. Look at that. Wow. Oh, maybe I should play golf like that. Maybe I should play golf like that. I mean, that's just a bullet. That's the way to feel it, guys. That's the way to feel the connection, and that's the way to feel the release. Don't use a 5-iron like I've got here, but use a 8-iron or something, whatever you want to use. But just get the connection. Look at that. Beautiful shot. It's not going to go high because we've got a lot of clamp on it. But that's the way to learn it, guys, to get the feeling. Because people are saying, how do I get the feeling, JH? How do I get that feeling? You've got to learn it in a small form before you can take it into a big form. It's like when you're learning to high jump as a kid. You don't try and jump 5 foot straight away, you jump 2 feet. And we've got to have a little 2 foot high jump here. See, it's easy to get the connection here, guys, look. And we just fire that, look. Wow, that's just clamped. Whoa. Wow. Everybody tells you not to throw the club away. I think the single biggest problem I've seen in teaching over the years is the pictures of players doing this. Everyone thinks they've got to do that. And they come in here, most of the time they travel the end of the club, don't release it. Okay, you see that on all good players, you see lots of lag and leverage, like Lee Como, for example. Lee is here, but what Lee has in conjunction with that is this fantastic throwaway slap. And that's why he gets so much power, because he's got the lag and the slap. Yeah, so guys, just try this. Get your connection here, and the club handle is not moving from the center of the body, like that. See, it's still pointing here. Now that is just so straight. That's extraordinarily straight and solid. Because I've been asked, from a number of people about how they actually get the feeling of the connection and the club not travelling, not doing this in the golf swing. So as soon as you do that, guys, it's very hard to release the golf club. But if it comes in here, the release is almost automatic and preordained. If this stops, that goes. Think about that. If this is stopping or slowing or not going anywhere, this won't stop because it's got so much inertia on it. It's going to keep going. And I promise you guys, it goes like that. It is a slap action, and it's a straight slap action. It's not that type of action, it's that type of action. So if I can tell you anything that really is important to get to understand is this slap action, and the fact that in the Davinci Code swing that this doesn't move. It's just here. I mean, that's just fantastic. If you want to hit a shot under a tree, for 150 or something, that's the way to hit it. When I think about it, that's probably what I do when I hit a shot under a tree. So guys, that's the very important facet and aspect for today. If you can just go out and hit some shots like that, you'll get the feeling, because a lot of my guys, my own guys, my roster guys have said, JH, we just can't get this feeling. We don't understand what you mean by no travel, because they're all people that have done, like I've done my whole life as well. We all get here and we travel the hem. We don't have to travel the club. It's just that. It's fixed fulcrum. Fixed fulcrum. And I promise you, the more you can isolate that, the quicker that will go. And the more it will be consistent. Because you can travel the club, you can travel it past here, and you can change where it's going in that travel past here. One time I might travel in here, next one I might travel out there, but I promise you, by the time you get to here, it's always in the same position, it's always in the same plane. It just is. So, it's just here. Wow, I mean, that's just, if you could see how far that's gone, you'd be stunned. I mean, that's carried probably 130 yards, about 15 feet in the air, and just, because the club is moving. I mean, it's only gone to here, but the club is moving. Really. I mean, I actually could probably hit pretty close to a 3/4 shot with that action. I haven't tried to do it, so this may be JH making a goose of himself on live video. But if I just went here, now guys, that's carried about 160 yards. Oh no, about 150. Yeah, that tree out there, about 150 at about 15, 18 feet in the air off a tiny little golf swing. And I promise you guys, it ain't going that way. It's always going to have that little draw because it's a little trap slap. A little trap slap. And that's all I'm trying to do in the big swing. Now, really, I'm just trying to have that action in the big swing. And there it is. Oh, gee, that's a nice shot. Whew. Okay, guys, if it does one thing, it has a little sling draw. It's about a little 3 to 5 yard sling draw, because there's so much of this, and I'm hitting it on the outside of the golf ball. There's so much of this here. Just really nice. Now, there's not much can go wrong with that type of golf swing. Fixed fulcrum, what can go wrong? Movable fulcrum, lots of things. Excuse me. I've had this for 3, and it's the 3rd week. Yeah, guys, do watch this. Look, you know, when you travel, everything moves. Look, but containment. If you think of this, when I come in here, this is completely contained. This eternal triangle here is just contained. Nothing can go wrong. I'm here, I come in here, look, it's all contained. All this is constant. I haven't got any of this. I don't know why I didn't think of this 40 years ago. Such a good shot. Such a good shot for me. Tiny little golf swing, but lots of zip on the doodah. Guys, you really need to do this for probably a week. Just go out and get some, just get an 8 iron or whatever, or 9 iron or wedge, and just hit these little shots. Just to get the feel. Don't worry about the distance. Just to get the feel, because you have to get this feel. There. Okay, you can still play Davinci with that. I just don't think it's as effective or anywhere near as consistent. I think this is really almost the holy grail of consistency, because the angles are contained and maintained. Here. Here. There it is. This doesn't move, look at this. And try and hit the outside of the golf ball while you're doing it. Now I've got some, some guy put something up on YouTube of Lee Como post impact, and he's here. The club is here, guys. You watch this. The club's there. That's where it is, post impact. So he's had that polishing action. It's here. That's where it is post impact. The ball's just gone zip because he's just done that. He's come in here and he's got over the top of it, polished it on the outside. But the picture actually like that. If I can find it, I'll put it on the site. But it's here. That's where the club is, here. Down like that. Here. A knifing effect. Okay guys, we won't do any more. Just work on that. Just try that action and see how it goes. You've got to get that feeling before you can really progress. The trebuchet with the containment here and the pivot there. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Okay guys, have a look at that. We'll do some more tomorrow.